going on, good people? It's your boy M.I. Corleone. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe. What you're about to watch right here is a scene from the Learn As You Grow show with M.I. Corleone. Available on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, and all the other streaming platforms that I don't feel like naming. Just click on the link in the description and it'll take you there. To catch all of my music, all my beats, my podcasts, including the Beats or Talking Show and Music Therapy Live on FL Mobile. I have reaction videos, interviews, documentaries, and more. So subscribe, turn on the notifications. And if you're fortunate enough to be in this situation, please do leave a cash donation. It'll be sure to be met with love and appreciation. I work 365 with no vacation to give you content no matter what I'm facing or what happened in the past. I got stories that'll make you mad, stories that'll make you laugh, some stories that'll make you sad and make you want to beat somebody's ass. Speaking of beats,
Don't become a target.
Do you rap? For the right amount of cash, you get yourself an exclusive Beats by the Kilo track. And we got tutorials on how to rap to make sure you won't be whacked. I just need help. So no matter if I'm up with no financial cares, if I'm flat broke and can't find a spare, turn on my channel and I'll be there like a young Mike, maybe Mariah. If you need content by the kilo, I'm your supplier. If you're dealing with life and can't take it, feel like you can't make it, the content got you. With a beat to rock to or a tutorial to guide you. All you gotta do is watch it. Phone, tablet, PC, or TV. Turn me up, roll the tape, let it go on 3. 3, 2, 1, introducing me. So whether you live down the block or all the way around the world, share, comment, like, and tell your girl.
Mike Urban is on this show because I met him in Colorado. We had a conversation, and when we was talking with each other, trying to get Mike on the show, we went back and talked about Colorado. Shout out to Coach Prom too for helping Mike on the show because Mike wasn't sure 100. But these are the things that the possibilities are coming out that come out of Colorado of being around Coach Prom, shit like that. I wasn't in Colorado or care. I'd be telling my son go somewhere else if Deion wasn't there. Deion.
I had 2 gold albums and didn't really have any money, and or your friends too. But it was a great album. First 2 albums was great, but I didn't have any money. I was like basically struggling because my thing was once I got to Jersey, I'm like, I'm not going back. So I was doing whatever I had to do to maintain, and it wasn't necessarily even music. So I got my deal at entertainment, unlost his deal, so I had to go straight to Sony by contractual.
How did you get? Anyone who hasn't seen the cover for the
sports, drug, and entertainment, you should just look at that creative. It's pretty wild what you did there. Right. I thought you got in trouble for doing that. You used the NBA
on the cover.
Yeah, I did. But the label guys, I didn't really know the business. You know what I'm saying? You gotta realize in the 90s to get a record deal was a big deal. I was just more happy having a record to be on. I didn't know the business. I didn't know what publishing made. I didn't know a lot of shit. I was just like, I have a record deal. And then as time goes along, you're like, these motherfuckers is jerking me. You know what I'm saying? At these times, you would sign for 7 albums, which was like standard, 6 or 7 albums. And when you realize on your second album that you're getting jerked around, they playing with your life.
How did you get out of the I was going to ask you that first.
So, unlost his deal, which was through Epic Sony. Contractually, I had to go straight to Epic if Unever lost his deal. And when I got to Sony, I just realized that they weren't playing with my money. The marketing money wasn't being spent on marketing. The person who was running marketing had a brand new car. The person who was doing promotions for me, they was going on vacation, et cetera, et cetera. So to be totally honest with you, and I'm not recommending this, I just kept going down there with like 45 niggas every day and making them uncomfortable. And was like, yo, y'all not gonna play in my life like this. Looked to Dave McPherson and the rest of his staff, and they just basically let me out because I made them uncomfortable.
They didn't want you around and they didn't want to deal with you anymore.
Like I said, I'm not promoting this. This is an old camera.
He's not promoting.
Yeah, because I signed for a 7-album deal and I was on my second album and I wasn't getting paid, and then they playing with the marketing, promotion, money, etc. And then I started learning the business, and I was like, let me get out of this situation. And, basically, I know y'all going through your thing, but I knew Damon Dash at the time, and Rockefeller was on top of the world. And I used to hustle for Damon Dash, and I'm like, yo, I need your fucking help. Y'all niggas on top of the world. I need you to help me learn the business. And basically, he told Dave McPherson, the guy who was running Sony at the time, you might as well let Kim out this deal because this really isn't going to stop. And then they let me out. That was basically it.
So if you don't have those views, they don't really want to be bothered with you. So for knowing your business, back to answer your original question, you should know your business because by the time a label wants you, you should be making money by now if you figured it out. By the time they want you, they'll be like, I don't really need you. I had a friend, God bless his dad, Mac Miller. He used to come to my house all the time, record because I studio in my house. And he signed to an independent label, and all these major labels wanted him, but he was already getting $4 or $5 million on tour. He was getting his own independent money on his records. And he's like, Kim, it doesn't make sense to sign to a label. They want to give me $50, $60 million, cool, but I'm making $5, $6 million by myself. Yeah, it didn't make sense. And this was probably 10 years ago.
So, one of the things that I had Joe Button up here earlier, and he talked about that same thing. Like, when you sign up front and you give away your name and likeness and sign yourself away, you're basically betting against yourself. Because if you were betting on yourself,